Jeff Bezos, one of the most beloved man in the world because he have assembled this massive network of companies under his belt. And that's not it, there's more. There's a lot more to his network that can possibly fit on a single screen. And when you scroll through all of them, you will realize one thing. Whether you do online shopping, watch Netflix, take Uber, or do any other activity like simply scrolling, down the line, this sneaky bastard have something to do with this. One way or another, he's getting piece of all the pies. But how? Well, this is what we're gonna uncovering today. Jeff Bezos' huge network of companies and why it contains everything. So let's see how far his nerdy hand really stretch in our life. So let's start with Amazon, the everything store. Definitely. They also have self-driving car, make Hollywood blockbusters, and have physical convenience stores, which is weird. None of them fit together. Just imagine Google open a shoe store, Walmart make movies, or even Microsoft sell insurance. It doesn't make any sense, but it does when Amazon do it. They have this range. They have the biggest internet provider, AWS, to having multiple different tech, and then they bought a Vegemart for $14 billion. And nobody questions it, what is the limit for Amazon? Jeff has created this insane network that Amazon move in whatever market they like, and it feel like, yeah,
makes sense.
Why not Amazon should be a part of everything in my life? Like in 2018, from this article, Amazon find out they have their hand in all the most profitable market in America, except the real estate. So next year, they fix this error. Now you might be thinking, of course, Amazon can't do everything, they can't buy all the companies. And I will say, yes, you are correct. And that's why Jeff Bezos' expedition exists. Besides making clock last longer, they invest in other companies. You might not be surprised, he was one of the early investors in Google in 1998. And since he got to invest in a lot new ideas before anybody else, and many of them turn out to be great investment, even in bad days. But again, one can't invest in all the companies, like certain space company or certain someone. But as you might have guessed by now, when Princess Jeff wants something, she got it. So he found a space company himself, as princess have money, data and tax break to do anything. But it doesn't end here. It's not that Jeff Bezos own a lot of companies, but is a network, they're interlinked. Take Prime membership for example, where they have Prime videos, for which they created Amazon Studio, and then they bought a major Hollywood studio, MGM, that gave them access to classic title like James Bond. And after this, they were planning to acquire biggest theater chain. A membership program started for fast delivery and discount prices, now taking over Hollywood so smoothly. And that's the thing, being everything store, Amazon easily expand a new market. Like why Etsy should alone dominate handicraft market, they are making a monopoly. So they created Amazon Handmade, and then Prime gave them excuse to open in lifestyle related services like entertainment and now medicine via membership program. And this network is so large, he easily branch out and create more useful companies like Amazon Home Services. Basically, you can hire a guy to put together a sofa that Amazon just sold you.
This home service thing exactly.
Well, now you can hire someone on Amazon to put together the thing you bought on Amazon, essentially.
So to keep growing, Bezos have all the options: acquisition, investment, start from scratch, or just branch out. And here, all the options are correct. And now Bezos' network gotten so big that you just can't escape it. And even outside Amazon and his investment. Like if you're watching Netflix, not Prime videos, well don't worry. Amazon run on AWS, so either way Bezos got his cut. And like this, many of Amazon competition are dependent on Amazon itself. And now the question is, where is going with all this? So to understand the future, first we have to look into the past. What was the motivation behind this? So just like every great origin story, in childhood Jeff Bezos was bullied. No, he was a nerd. He was a massive nerd. And in 1994 he got a biggest nerd opportunity, the internet boom. He started Amazon.com, an online or internet bookstore, when most people don't even know what's internet. And in just 5 years, this simple idea turned out to be genius, and Amazon was worth $25 billion. And they do immediately start buying companies and expanding, but they were far away from that everything store that we know today. Till 2004, first 10 years of Amazon, they used to sell mostly books and DVD. Amazon were big, mostly because the market of books and DVD were massive. That explains why Jeff Bezos have so many intimate pictures with books. Now retail market were mostly dominated by stores like Best Buy and Home Depot. So, as the use of internet increased, Jeff realized he need to create a monopoly or somebody else will and replace him. So first in 2004, Amazon launched Prime membership, which is now a most profitable membership program in the world. And next year, Amazon Web Services. It started as a side experiment after seeing increased use of internet. So they thought, why don't we capitalize on it? Because they are capitalist. Now, it's not just backbone of Amazon, but of our world. They have clients from Netflix to CIA because they jumped to this trend before anybody else. And now they capture around 40% of internet. Streaming, social media, delivery to vacuum cleaner got affected when AWS is down. Now put this all aside because it was e-commerce where Amazon put most of their focus, and their plan to dominate was quite straightforward. Number 1, buy more companies. Amazon started buying companies in different niche to capture more market. Like in 2007, they bought a shoe company, Zappos, for $1 billion. And number 2, sell for cheap. They start selling products cheaper than anybody in the market and start taking loss, which was nothing for Amazon. They have a lot of money to lose, but their competition don't, and it's crushed them out of the business. And there were two catalysts of this growth. Number one, data, and number two, cost cutting. I mean tax break. Tons and tons of tax break from every direction. And all of this benefit their smaller competition don't have, and that's why they look like this. So with this tactic, advantages, and really good operation, Amazon grew bigger, where they do from insurance to robotics, and they don't even have a clear competition. Now, Amazon has dominated the horizontal integration, and their focus is to control from manufacturing to delivery. And you guessed it, Disneyland. No, vertical integration. For that, they bought an airport, because first they bought a large fleet of Prime Air and realized parking space don't come with the plane even you pay $200 million for it, which is now a complete airline under Amazon's belt, increasing competition for FedEx and UPS, where delivery is their whole business, but for Amazon it means to end theirs. And with left, covered by Jeff Bezos' investment. He have invested heavily in biotech like cancer research and longevity, clean energy, mental health, and even mainstream media and more. In short, all combined, Jeff Bezos have his hand in all industry except few, like mining, automobile, and I guess porn. Now, hear me out. Jeff Bezos believe you need to keep expanding or you will cease to exist. So if there's a demand, and it's also kinda match their branding. Now currently Bezos have put all of his focus in his beloved Blue Origin, which is not a gay movie, but they do make giant dildos, planning to build infrastructure on Moon to help other businesses, kinda like Moon of Amazon. And now I'm thinking he might be creating another web of companies. Now one thing that ensure this growth is again data. No company has as much direct data as Amazon do. Google know what you search for and Meta might know what you like, but Amazon know what inside your house because they run targeted ad and sold to you. So much data that Amazon make more money with targeted ad than they do with Prime combined. Amazon is now essentially an ad company that happens to sell product, and mostly we don't have any saying what happens to this data. Jeff Bezos is starting to work with law enforcement and military for making AI facial recognition for of course surveillance, because collecting data is not enough anymore. Now whether you agree with it or not, it does not matter. It's already up and running and can detect your emotion, and that's why Jeff Bezos is so much hated. Because Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and his beloved Blue Origin mostly pay nothing in taxes, and people realize he don't do much in donation as well. After Australian wildfire, when he donated $500,000, which is a huge amount on his own, but compared to Jeff Bezos' pocket, it's not even a pocket change. That made people very angry. Now Jeff Bezos has changed his PR and donated $100 million to help humanity in exchange for avoiding billions in taxes for years. How kind he is. Now his company grew bigger and affect more part of our life, so do their responsibility. Like, do they have good customer service? How is their product quality, job security, and working condition? But in reality, as companies grow bigger, they become monopoly. Their incentive to offer more decrease. Like Amazon's customer service, which is in decline as admitted by Jeff Bezos himself. 60% of products sold on Amazon come from third party, and Amazon take no responsibility for that. Well, everybody believe they should. It's sold on Amazon's name. Warehouse worker condition is still bad, and that layoff is becoming a common thing. And Amazon is a giant and they take all the benefit of it. Amazon copy best-selling product and sell it for cheap because they knew where their sellers gonna go. And that one time, to oppose the tax bill that Jeff Bezos don't like, Amazon stopped hiring, affecting local job market.
Seattle City Council wanted to introduce a tax for large companies, the money to be used to build affordable housing. The topic was soon dropped. Amazon employs 45,000 people in Seattle.
Bezos personally and Amazon as a corporation intervened. They said, if you have the temerity, the guts to pass this small tax on us, we are going to threaten you with the closure of jobs to ensure that this tax did not pass.
Now this video is not the case how Jeff Bezos is a villain, even though he have hair and money to pull it off quite easily. He has created unfair monopoly, a system where there is no boundary for him. He can keep expanding his circle as he finds opportunity to seize. Or like how I see him, he's a nerd. And to look cool, nerds like to be friends with everyone, liked by everyone, or to be part of everything. Bezos start to become that annoying guy we all have, that follow you around all day, then talk to law enforcement behind your back, and then wanna be part of your life even more.